Hello, and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll get to hear how students feel about the new cell phone rule.
And you'll hear about the football team's goals and expectations for the season.
And you will see how the unified flag football team is trying to break down barriers while winning games.
All of that and more coming up next.
How to accept people for who they are and put aside each other's differences.
There's good and bad with that, but I think it also helps us establish appropriate boundaries for when the cell phone should be used.
Pieces started moving, and it happened like within a few days, so it was like, okay, I'm doing this.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Rylan Danins.
And I'm Taylor Green.
As students return from summer vacation, they are met by a new rule introduced by state legislators.
In my story, I spoke with students and administrators about the new cell phone policy and its impacts.
Last year, the state began developing a new law regarding cell phones in classrooms. Under the new law, cell phone use is prohibited during class time. In Senate Enrolled Act number 185, the state legislators pushed a new bipartisan act. This act bans all use of wireless communication devices during instructional times. Exceptions can be made, however, for healthcare purposes. In following the new law, Northwest Allen County Schools has implemented policies that dictate the placement of cell phones in pouches or in lockers. If a device is confiscated by a teacher, the device can be picked up in the office at the end of the day. If a student refuses to give up their device, harsher consequences will follow. Carroll High School Principal Cleve Millian believes that the new cell phone policy can benefit students.
I think the pro is that it gives teachers the ability to have uninterrupted or time in the classroom where they're providing instruction where students are not engaged in other activities, such as being on their phone, headphones, whatever.
With over 2,700 students at Carroll High School, there are many opinions on the effectiveness and fairness of the phone policy.
No, I don't need my phone 24/7. I can just get on it when I need to, and that's it. I don't need to prioritize my phone as some big thing. So
I feel like it helps me focus a lot more, and I know other kids, like students at the school, kind of like don't like it, but I don't really mind it.
With the many opinions from students and administrators, many ask when the phone policy will be reversed. Cleve Millian says that the policy is here to stay.
Unless the state law changes, no.
Okay.
Yeah, unless the state law would change, we would not, yeah. And really the state law imposed that every school district in the state and every school have a policy and plan.
With the permanence of the cell phone policy at Carroll High School, remember students, place your phone in the pocket at the start of class. For Studio 415, I'm Taylor Green. As the new school year begins, students and teachers anxiously wait for the Carroll Chargers' first football game, which took place last Friday.
Studio 415 reporter Keegan Miller spent time with the football team to hear what their goals and expectations are for the season.
Carroll High's football team began practice in July of this year. On Friday, August 23rd, Carroll made their first game debut against Hamilton Southeastern. Last year, the Chargers had a record of 7 wins and 3 losses, coming from Snyder, Warsaw, and Hamilton Southeastern. 2 years ago, Carroll made it to the state championship and were the runner-up. This season, the Chargers strive to redeem themselves after the loss to Hamilton Southeastern and hope to make it back to state. With these goals in mind, head coach Doug Dynam believes that some things are within the team's control and some things are not.
We hope to win. I mean, that's simply, we don't control outcomes. Things are very simple in life. You have outcomes that you desire. You don't control those outcomes. You can control your response to events that happen.
After committing to the University of Iowa, senior quarterback Jimmy Sullivan will lead the team once again on offense. His goal is to help the team be the best they can be.
I think just making my teammates better, getting all my teammates the ball, and
Offensive lineman Caden Nabbs believes Snyder will pose a challenge to the Carroll football team. Much like Sullivan, Caden Nabbs has already chosen his college. He is committed to Illinois State.
I think definitely Snyder. They got a lot of great guys. They got a safety going to Notre Dame. I mean, he's playing baseball and football, so he's athletic. I mean, it'll be exciting to play them. Fell to them last year, so can't do anything but win this year, so I'm excited.
Junior Brendan Coons is excited about playing more this year. Last year, Coons had an opportunity to make an impact while filling in for Andrew Rudolph.
I'm definitely looking forward to being a starter. Last year I played in a couple of games because
of injuries due to on the O-line. So definitely excited.
The Chargers will be playing 9 games this season with 4 home games and 5 on the road. The next game is this Friday at Center Grove, and the Chargers' next home game will be on September 6th against Southside. For Studio 415, I'm Keegan Miller.
As fall sports kick into action, one team prioritizes inclusion over success.
Studio 415 reporter Elliot Ledger spent time with the Unified Flag football team to find out why it's given the name Unified.
Unified has been a part of Carroll Charger sports for about 8 years. Unified is for athletes with intellectual disabilities. They compete through the fall against teams in the area in hopes to make it all the way to the state championship. The sport is played on a 50-yard field, which is half the size of a football field in a 5 versus 5 format. Assistant coach Tim Hoot believes that this sport isn't just about winning or losing.
The first goal, I would say, is to have fun and to make friends. And our second goal is to win. It is a IHS AA sport, so we try to be competitive.
On the field, there are athletes and partners. Athletes being the player with an intellectual disability. Partners being general education students. There are 3 athletes and 2 partners on the field at all times. When it comes to gameplay, a partner cannot throw to another partner. Unified quarterback Micah Livingston says that being a part of this team has changed his view of others.
I've learned how to help people with special needs and how to accept people for who they are and put aside each other's differences.
The Unified season starts when school starts and ends with the state championship on October 19th. Last year, the Chargers made it all the way to the regional championship, where they fell to the DeKalb Knights, 25-19 in overtime. The Chargers have won 5 sectional championships in 6 years, along with a state runner-up in 2020. The Chargers' first game will be held at DeKalb High School on August 30th. Quarterback Michael Livingston also says, although Unified has practiced for over 2 weeks, it is not too late to sign up.
I mean, we could always use more people out here, so we've just got 3 people that showed up today, and most of the people from last year came back. We usually have good turnout, but we could always get more.
It's not too late to sign up if you are interested in being a player or even just helping out with the team. Reach out to Coach Brandy Lemming at brandilemming@nax.k12.in.us. For Studio 415, I'm Elliot Ledger.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If there is a story you would like us to cover, please let us know.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.